Hello there, we're in again. Blah 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 blah, you can ignore all that. So you're given some little objectives to begin off with, we'll worry about that in a few minutes. First things first, let's have a look at the lay of the land. Alright, we've got some houses there, water source over there, that's good to know. So let's start collecting some stuff. Just start punching things basically. We'll start collecting some rocks. These are... oh, some food, take those. Where are they? There's little, these little kind of shrubs here give you twigs. Ah, some stones, we're definitely going to need those. So let's just say, just keep punching, collecting as many sticks. Alright, that's right, you need to get an axe for those ones, which we shall make in a minute. These are always good things to have. Snowberries are a basic type of food, but you can't eat too many because it affects your health. They're slightly toxic. We should have enough to get our basic crafting going. So let's get started with that. Oh, and here. Now this is why I have my respawns set to 30 days, my loot respawn. So that birds' nests will respawn feathers like they would in reality. And what I do is when I raid a house, I kind of basically mank it up properly so I know I've raided it. So even if loot respawns there, I don't take loot again from that house. This is a, my way of playing. You can do whatever you like, of course. Right, so now tab. Let's go to our character or our crafting menu, which we're on here with tab. And what we first thing we want to do, stone axe, which needs 4 stones, 2 fibres, and 2 wood. So now we can start collecting some decent amounts of materials. Let's just have a quick arrange. So I'll just have my backpack set up. Right, I won't need that for the time being. Water I'll put there, land claim block, that's more for multiplayer. This is single player for the demonstration. I've got Medicaid bandage. Do I normally have that? I normally have that there, that's right. Water there. Right, so we now have our axe. Now as you might notice, there's a level and there's also a quality indicator if I start cutting away. See, we're not getting a lot of materials at the moment and the quality of the axe is going down. Because this game does have elements of RPG. And the more you do things, the better you get at it. And eventually as you go up in levels you get skill points to assign to your character. So this is basically the first part of the game, is this just kind of finding where you are, collecting basic resources. And that looks like lead, I think. Yeah, that is. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. Right, now we need to find somewhere worth going, obviously. Sources of water. So yes, let's have a quick look at our characters' skills. As I say, at the moment what we've got nothing, of course. Some skills, such as, where have we got something? Ah, athletics, where was that? I'll just say athletics. Anything basically that costs 1 point, don't put any skills into them. It means they're dynamic and they'll keep going up. Just walking and running builds the athletic skills. Every time I use this axe to do something, them skills are going up, the construction tools. I'm just thinking, aha, now here we are, this is something we're going to need. Clay. That's rocks. If we look at our map, these like little greyish, brownish areas are clay deposits. In previous games, at least early game, you could build quite happily out of wood. You could build out structures out of wood. No longer quite that possible. So let's see, a stone shovel. No, we'll get that later. Let's go down here and go and look towards that house. Keeping our eye open for birds' nests. Which is a good point, I haven't bought any weapons yet. So again, crafting. Let's get ourselves a club. And let's put that, what do I normally have my club on? Actually, that's right, I know a club there. Let's also get a wooden bow. So we've got some... We don't have any stones at the moment. Perhaps I might go collect a few of those. So you're going to obviously need some ammo. As I say, just wander along, collecting rocks, smashing things, collecting... Oh, cotton. I forgot about the cotton. Again, crafting wise, click there, click recipes. Cloth fragment. You need 2 cottons for a cloth fragment because these are used to make bandages. Right, I'll collect some of this just to get us weaving so as not to make the video too long. Oh, every time you loot something, your skill in looting goes up, which means eventually you'll get better quality items and you'll find more items as you're looting. But at the beginning, you know, yeah, it's not particularly... You know, most items you look at will be empty. Right, that should give us enough to make some arrows. Oof, not a lot, but right, recipes, basic arrows. Max those out. I'm just going to get a few more stones. Basically, at this moment in time, what we're really looking for is just basically a bit of resource gathering. It's not the most exciting opening of the game, you know, these style games, of course. They do tend to be a little bit repetitive at the opening. Oops, and my axe is already knackered. Let's scrap that. And let's create another one. Actually, you can just click basics, and when you've got the result, you know, and you have enough resources, they'll appear in this list here. You will make a lot of stone axes in the early game, that's for sure. So we've got nitrate, paper, torch. I might junk that in a minute. Got our cloth fragment. We need some more cloth. Oh, hang on, just leave that in here for a minute. Come on. Oh, I just scrapped the enter. Let's scrap that. Put my ammo in there. So the reason I do that is because many years ago there was a slight bug in the game where often if you died it dumped you somewhere miles away, which would leave you with no ammo. So since then I've always kept arrows in my belt. Hasn't actually happened in a long time, but old habits die hard. Right, so let's I'm just going to grab a few more stones off this. Really what we're looking for is some sort of town or village, hopefully. We'll go raid that house over there in a minute though. And we need to find a good place near to water to build a defensive base. Because for those who are unsure, and it seems some people are, the game's called Every 7 Days to Die because it's called 7 Days to Die because every 7 days you get what's called the Blood Moon Horde. Oh my, yeah, I've forgotten. I'm knackered already because all my skills are low. And that means you need to have a strong defensible base to keep yourself safe from the impending attack. Right, let's see. Yeah, I'm used to having a bit more stamina than this. I've just been playing my main game. Ah, right, yo. Our first. I've got that long thing, 5. That should be that. That would be 4 when I get my knife. Alright, let's sort this chappie's and hash out. Yeah, of course, it's kind of RNG at the moment. I meant that. And of course all the weapons are low level, so they take a little while to kill. Oh well, there we are. Oh, good point, I just suddenly realised I haven't got any clothes on, have I? That was the other thing we had to do without recipes. So let's craft some clothes. Worth noting, you have hats and hoods. Hoods will make you warmer, hats will cool you down. That will become more obvious as you play the game as to why you want that. Let's craft some of those. Ah yes, and that's the other thing I want to do. Hopefully I'll get a bone from this. No, we didn't. Junk that. these things, keep going along. I mean, it's not a bad looking game, it's actually built on Unity. Right, now here's the thing, at this moment in time there's a new mechanic in place. These are sleepers spawns. So the trick to it is, oh, another disco stew. Yeah, it's woken them up. Oh well. Blue's quite an important thing to collect. He's somewhere close, he's picking us up. So, unfortunately we woke them up there, but what you want to do is you want to come in stealthed. The mechanic is slightly broken at the moment. Give yourself a quick pause as you come in. Allow the game to spawn some zombies in. Well, I was saying that. There's a door here. Well, okay, that was quick and easy, so let's start raiding. See what we've got in here. Black shirt, not really worth anything, so I'm going to scrap that. Overalls, they're +3. Scrap that. See, I choose as it's only single player. I'm playing at the moment. And there's somebody's up and about. Alright, where is it? Where's there? Oh, let me help you. Gotta watch out, this swing's sometimes a bit manky. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Shoes, I'll scrap those, rather the materials they're made of at the moment. See a snowberry. So you'll see down the bottom here you get a brief. If you take something that keeps you, lets you know exactly whereabouts you are and temperature and heat wise, but otherwise you can hit B. And it lets you know there. So yes, I just heard another zombie drop down somewhere as well. That came as a bit of a surprise. And hopefully we can get a bone out of this corpse. No. Oh, what, another one? I have no idea where all this lot are coming from. This is what I mean about the sleeper mechanic being slightly broken. These are quite useful later on, not so much at the moment. You can use them to make medicines in game, right? Is there any more? Can we actually have 2 minutes uninterrupted? Right, so let's get back to raiding things. Well, hopefully they'll convert into right. Bad mothers now turned into. Come on, I need a bone. Yes, got one. Finally. Bones are also. Good grief. Wrong. See what I mean about them just sort of randomly teleporting in Star Trek style. Right, so fish we get rid of. And recipes. And a bone shiv. So here's a, which I have on number 4. Well, let's go find a zombie and I'll show you. Handy little trip. I was going to make some bandages as well, wasn't I? Right, where's my cloth fragments? Recipes. I think that's just an exploding corpse. Right, back to just type in the thing, bandage, and I'll have. We can make 6. That's a bit too many. Let's have so 4 for the time being. Right, let's get on with... You see what I mean? He's just appeared in since we were last here. Yeah, the mechanics, they're working on it at the moment. Oh, we've got some murky water. Oh, excellent. Oh, it's a destroyed... It's a destroyed fortune. That's unfortunate. Right, so let's get scanning through here. So I still haven't got around to doing any of the, you might have noticed, these little missions. I'm not going to, for the time being. Oops. Sometimes there's a spare cupboard at the back there. Right, how are we doing? A lot of these things... Ah, now books. This is something you definitely want to be looking for. Some skill points, you have to read books to unlock the recipes. Right, so anyway, this seems to be most of my... I was going to try and show you... Basically what I do is I like to knock a zombie down with either the gift of the arrow, which we're getting a little bit short on. Backpack. Yeah. Or the club. I use the club to knock them over. Then I use the shiv to finish them off. Because that way you increase your skill points in both blunt weapons and bladed weapons, which means you level up faster. So that's basically everything done. Now where was that water source? It's over there. There, wasn't it? Whoa! What the hell? Now where did he come from? Come on, drop. And I'll get in and try and finish him with the bone shiv. That was silly. Yeah, the game does have a habit of doing that. This way, yes, I'm boosting my bladed skills, as well as my blunt skills. Ooh, more goodies. I believe I saw some eggs there as well. Right, hooded sweatshirt. I'll scrap the shoes for the time being. I'll carry on towards that water source. You might notice they sometimes have a little bit of problems on elevated terrain. That was just a terrible shot. But yeah, because you're skill based, a little bit careful because I've not got many arrows at the moment. Ah, we have some skill points at last. Righty. So how many have we got? 6. Obviously the most two important at the beginning, or I'd say the 3 most important, is weaponsmithing and toolsmithing. The better quality tools and weapons you have, the more damage you do, obviously, and the more resources you can get. And also minor 69er. At the moment, it's quite expensive. Okay, back to all. What's weapons? What's basic weaponsmithing? Weapons or tools? I'll have one of each. Oh, and the other one, of course, is... Where is it? The camel and the survivor. These two I should have got them first, actually, thinking about it. Never mind, but now I can... if I scrap this axe, because I'm nearly out. Let's scrap you. Back to basics. Let's have you. Have got plenty of stones. As you see, that's now level 50, which means it does more damage. I'm going to keep hold of those two just for the time being. Bandage, I'll put them in there, leave the medicated bandage. But yeah, that camel and the survivor, they reduce how much food you need to use. But yeah, because this is skill based, even sometimes when you see a direct hit, you'll watch your arrow go through, and because there's a little bit of RNG going on. Another one. Right, let's get weaving. It's already 2 o'clock. We haven't really found a good place to get going to yet. Let's just keep wandering down towards the water. Now hopefully from up this hill we might be able to see if there's any towns and cities nearby. What I might do is I might use the magic of video editing here just to get down to the bottom there. So I shall keep collecting resources as I go. Right, so at the bottom here, but these little tree stumps are quite useful. Absolutely useless. I suppose I can wear them for the time being. So yes, I was explaining about clothes, wasn't I? That's right. Because I'm playing single player, and we got interrupted by all the zombies. Because I'm playing single player, I just use the grass clothing. It's not very durable, but it has roughly the same stats. It has pretty much the same stats as the actual proper clothing, such as jeans and t-shirts. Ooh, that's quite a handy little thing to keep hold of. Those mouldy breads are what you use to make antibiotics in this game. Which, because early game, obviously the game does have a sickness and an infection rating. And if you get hit by a zombie early game, you're pretty much guaranteed to be infected. And antibiotics are quite rare. Is that a biker, I think? Oh yeah, of course it is. Oh really? Come on, there's no way you saw that. Oh, I was going to make some more arrows, wasn't I? Yeah, because we're still early game. These are probably not going to get much of a way in a knockdown on here. Should have. Oh, right. So knife for finishing. I'll stay down. See there, it just passed clean through him. Ooh, excellent. These little blueprints, I need to craft more items. So yes, crafting and clothing, that's what we was talking about, wasn't it? Clothing at the time being. So yeah, as a single player, arrows, basics, arrows, I'll max out whatever I've got. So I just want to stay with the grass clothing, because that way you can just scrap them as needed, and because they only take a few fibres to build, you boom, 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 you can build new ones anytime you like. That allows me to convert other clothing types, and let's find some really good stuff, because there are different biomes, as you can guess. We're in quite a temperate one at the moment. But the snow that you can see over there, obviously you need more heavier clothes, such as this hooded sweatshirt. If you're in a desert, you need something like these red shorts. That's why I'm holding on to them just for the time being. Who's that? That's just a stompy. Why are you not dead? Oh, more shoes. Let's just scrap those. So the leather's obviously quite important. So yes, at the moment there's not a lot of places to. Just try and bypass this one. Catch-22, you kind of want to kill them because obviously. Oh, this hill walking with these is absolutely nightmarish at the moment. It's just me missing that time. Boom, boom, boom. There's something over that way. So right, where would... Oh, hallelujah, a hit. Yeah, as I say, early game it's a bit... As I say, later on, they're worth having because they're part of what you can turn towards medicines. That's what I'm doing my best to make sure I don't get hit this early game. We've got no armour at all. I wonder if I've got enough actually to make some cloth armour. No, I don't think so. We have. No, because it'll come up there. What do we need for cloth chest armour? Oh, and a duct tape, of course we do. So yes, crafting, as you say, there's the basic stuff you can craft here under your normal crafting tab. But eventually, with your skills, you can unlock a crafting bench, as well as occasionally get little lucky shots like that, which is quite nice. Did I just say skill points? No, it's one up in rank, that's all. Yes. Good grief. And nurses used to be really good for carrying medical supplies, but this build they've been pretty naff. Really nothing round here. So yes, I was saying about crafting. So you have to unlock your crafting bench. Might go back high and try and find a better vantage point. Because obviously you do want a source of water. In fact, that's your most important thing really for surviving. Because obviously you will need to prepare some clean water to drink. You can drink dirty water, but it increases your chance of sicknesses. Just can't believe there's absolutely nothing around here. Yes, you also now have a new skill called called Science, which allows crafting via a science bench. Which allows you to craft more advanced things such as medicines. What, did that one shot? Really, already? Alright, I'm happy with that. That's it. Yeah, this is plenty of water, but right, I'm going to double time over to there. No, it's just so frustrating, but yes, so you now have more advanced things such as electricity, electrical traps, as well as multiple ways now of preparing things such as oil and petrol for your vehicles. Because yes, you can build mini bikes in this game, which makes exploring a lot easier, of course. Ah, right. Mind yourself on those little cacti things. They tend to knacker you up pretty good. For stones and basic things. Oh, bloody hell, we're nearly out. So yes, you can, but again you need to use skill points, unlock skill points to unlock the science bench. And to be honest with you, so far I found science has been the weakest skill to work on building up. But you also have a cement mixer for getting cement to build more advanced, or stronger structures I should say, stronger structures. For reinforcing structures. And then there's various sets of power tools such as chainsaws and orcas you can find schematics for and then build them. So basically, this first day so far, a little bit unfortunate. We've got a few things worth having, but we still haven't got enough to make some more arrows. We do. Pop that there, basics. Oh, I didn't hit that first to do all. And that so far it's plenty of water. That's not a problem. Oh really? Wow, strength. Yeah, of course. Yeah, at the moment because I've got those skills in -69er. As you see, that means swinging your tools around will lower your stamina. Right, that looks like a road over there. Again, another problem in this latest build A16 has been roads. They used to be really good. If you followed a road, you'd always find something. This one, apart from a massive amount of peaks and ridges, my good grief, did I like peaks and ridges in this game. But also sometimes you'll get roads that start somewhere and then sort of just randomly stop these little paths also normally lead somewhere as well. Doing for food and things. Right, not too bad at the moment. We've still got one bottle of water. Got some cans that we can make. We can use to make clean water. Who's that? Was that anyone we needed? Nah, it's just a crap zombie. As I say, different zombies have different supplies, making them more useful. And business ones are pretty naff. I'll try and make my way to that road. Ah, right, now we've got some skill points. Right. Oh, someone just... I have a funny feeling she's just, broke her leg on there. Because the game does have dismemberment. She don't really want to waste an arrow on one that's on the deck. So you'd have to be a bit careful, because if they do hit you, you're pretty much guaranteed to get infected. Try and get up over this hill. This is one of the quite nice touches. If you're going uphill, you move slower. If you're going downhill, you move faster. Sort of like you would in real life. It's one of the better implementations I've found of it in a video game. Ah, cowboys. Now these guys, as you see me, yeah. These guys can have some really good stuff on them. Including magnum parts, which is the best handgun in the game. Although with this low skill, I'm not expecting to find anything decent. We also sometimes have rifles and... Right, well, we've got a road. As I say, in previous builds, following this road would be guaranteed to lead to a decent village or town or something. Here, not so much. Oh, I'm not going to... he'll take 1,000,000 arrows at the moment to kill. Again, they used to be really good for gear and loot, but this build, not so much. Oh, and the other thing to keep your eye on... Ah, look at that over there. There's a pig we can hunt for food. I'm going to ignore all these idiots. Where did that pig go? That's the main thing. So it's getting on for late night. We want to start looking... Well, late night. We've got a little while yet. Oh, there's a deer there as well. Just picked up some out. I thought I did. Right. Where the hell did that pig go? Oh, damn. Don't get too close. We really need to get our stealth bonus on this one. Bloody zombie knocked it off. Right, we scored a hit. I don't know if we got it bleeding. If we did, it will die. If we didn't, we have to sort of kind of keep tracking it. Again, this is early game. This is the other reason why I wanted to get a bonus shiv, which I'll explain if we get to kill it. Because yeah, they freak out for a bit, so you have to wait for them to sort of calm down or drop dead. Where's he? Right, oh, I hate when they do that. Oh, come on, really? Yeah. Right, if you use a bladed weapon, such as a knife or a bone shiv, you can skin these animals and get a lot more resources for your effort. And we've got enough supplies to make a splint, so now I have to move even slower. Yeah, that's the danger of running downhill. Ah, and a rabbit. Still never know where that pig went. Who's there walking in this direction? Oh, no. Well, we might need to work on starting a fire soon. Luckily we've got a couple of bottles of murky water, so we... Oh, hang on. I don't think I can do those without the... No, I can't, can I? I can't do those without a pot. Doing food-wise. Let's see one of these cans, because we're also getting full. Right. What I'm going to do is... oh, we've got 15 full ones of those. I'll get rid of... I'll create a new bone shiv. Let's get rid of that old manky one. Let's bone shiv, let's craft one of those. That's in the right place, good, good, good. I'll use this torch briefly, I'll just put it down somewhere for a second. Right click to place. Then we want to... what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I want it to make a basics secure storage chest. I'll use this as a dumping point for some stuff I've got here. Just randomly I'll do, I'm not too fussed. So let's dump those. Probably not going to need them. Might keep hold of that because the night time coming. Animal fat. I'll keep hold of that. I'll get rid of that lead for the time being. Get that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of those in there. I'll get rid of that beer. I'll get rid of all those empty glass jars. Leave that here. These are things we can always come back and collect later on in the game. It's not that important right now. We all can stay here. I'll dump the leather as well. We want to keep those in our meat, obviously. Oh no, don't. We'll take our torch with us, of course. Annoying. I should have perhaps filled that can when I was down there. Now, basically, this is the time to start working on whatever these little things are. So we want to craft a bedroll. So let's get some more fibres, and we'll start crafting what it wants us to craft. I heard something. Never mind. Let's get over this rise. Oh. Oh, I hate when they... well, I say on the hills. You don't get a choice in a moment in this game. This build really likes making hills everywhere, unfortunately. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Oh. Zombies come along and disturbed it. Which way has he gone? There he is. Oh no, 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 come back this way. Ugh. Those things have an incredible detection range. Even if you're right behind them, they have a tendency to see you a lot. Right, he's up over there. Come on. Really, that miss? Okay, there's quite a few of them at the moment. Oh, I'm going to let them go because we'll be here forever. Just, we need to start working on building some sort of night base, just at least temporarily. Now, the first night, there's a in-game of these wandering hordes that will come along that'll cause you a few problems. Or can cause you a few problems, but on the first night they don't appear, so you don't desperately need a base. Wow, this is terrible. Not a single M for map, of course. Ah, just what we need. These idiots. Sort of dead vulture things. But the good thing is you'll get a lot of feathers from when you kill them. What the hell's happening here? Where's he gone? Yep, there we go. Infected on the first hit, as I said. That's what makes these things bloody annoying more than anything. People didn't like the hornets. Oh. Oh, this hornets were 1,000 times better than these bloody annoying things. Oh, come on then, hurry up. Where are you? Has it lost interest? Yay, nay. See, so now we've got to sit here grinding away at this. Not enough to make some more arrows. We have much rock at the moment either. Oh, and it's nearly 10 o'clock, so the zombies will start running shortly. Let's say not it matters now. Because of course we're now infected, which is what I was trying to avoid, because you don't get much in the way of medicine early game. Right, let's see if we can't at least get a stealth shot on this one. Did we do it? No, that's alright. I do not know why I keep switching to my arrow when I want my club. So, right, some sort of night base. I'm just going to have to make it out of wood. Oh, that's just not something I particularly want to fight. He's got a lot of hit points, that one. Now he's going to be super turbocharged because it's night time. Yeah, this is a really bad map build. Not seen a single outside in a couple of little houses, not seen a single village. Road leads to nowhere. We don't really want to go over that way because that's going to lead us into a snow zone. Which at the moment, we don't really have much in the way of warm clothing to... Right, that's a kind of in-game currency at the moment, but... oh, hang on, stupid thing, hit the wrong button. At this moment in time, it's not something we desperately need. Where's that? Right, let's just pop this torch out. Now, back to our crafting basics. We have plenty of... Well, we don't have plenty of wood either. Oh, great. Wood frame. Let's have... There's basically no point building even a little shelf. What I'm going to do then, gang, I shall conclude this recording here. And then when it starts morning, because this is really quite a bad map build at the moment. I wouldn't build if I was... is that a deer that was just there, or is that a... oh, it's a zombie that would be charging at me. So that was a deer, I'm going to guess. As it's night time. So yes, I'm just going to sit here by this and... Oh yes, I was going to show you, start making these little things up here, wasn't I? Right, so bedroll is what it wants. Craft a bedroll. Let's craft one of those. At this moment in time, I'm half tempted to get myself killed just to just hit random respawn and see if it'll start somewhere better in the map. Where's that? That's right. I was going to chuck those in there. Leave them there. Maybe come back and get them later. And let's pass the best bedroll down. So yeah, bedrolls act as your spawn point, and now count as, yeah, it's just a deer. And it is, just keeps you, it also stops zombies spawning, fresh spawning in around you. Right, so craft a stone axe. Let's scrap that one. And we'll craft another one of those. Right, what's the next thing? So now I've got to read all the clothing. That's okie dokie. B, let's just get all these off. Just scrap them all. And let's make some plant fibre. What we've got to do: trousers, shirts, hood, shoes and glove. Basically the full lot. Oh, I know. Not a problem. Craft that, craft that, craft that, and craft that. Did you say gloves? Probably. I'll take a pair of them anyway. Where I think these come under miscellaneous crafting, which is a skill. That's right. And it's going to get my survivor. I was going to have that, and camel. I was going to have that. At least start slowing down the how fast we need to eat and drink. Right. What did we miss? Ah, there we go. Right. Hood keeps us warm, doesn't it? Installation plus 2F. Yeah, good. So what's our next task? Taskmaster. Gather wood. Craft another wooden club. Right, let's just scrap that one. Actually, I should have done that anyway, shouldn't I, really? Because if I increased my points, that's now a level 50 club. Oh, I bet it wants us to do a bow and all. Yep. That's not a problem. Let's just scrap you and craft you. Then basics, arrow, however many we can have, we'll have them. Actually, that probably might have been a poor idea because I've got a funny feeling we need to start a base. So what do we need? 3 wood frames. And we need to place them and wood frames. 3. Let's have them. Yeah, I should have used the. As I say, this is the hardest part, really. The early game is trying to balance exploring, finding supplies, and finding a place to build a base. Then starting to build the base and getting the natural resources needed to make it. I mean, we are now technically dying because of that infection. Right, now I'm going to stick these out the way, out of sight, out of mind. Keep these roads clear for. Yeah, what do we need to do? Oh, and upgrade them. Yes, if you have the supplies by using the right tool, either the wrench or the. Oh. I'm not going to bother firing at that this time of night because try and chase it across country. No point. Gather wood. Oh, really? Got 9 out of 45. Well, basically, what I'm saying is leave all these little silly in-game ones till you get 5 minutes spare, and don't worry about them too much until you're ready to do them. Oh, so tempting. If I was a higher skill level, I could knock that off in one shot. However, at the moment, as I said, I'm not in the mood for chasing across after it in the darkness. So anyway, I'll conclude here. But basically, that's my strategy. Try and find a good place to build with a base, near to a town, near to a source of water. And then it's just a case of trying to gather the supplies and, as I say, skill-wise, weapons, tools, camel, survivor, and minus 69 I would say are still the most important in game. That's just my opinion of it. Others change. Obviously, others are nice, good things to have, such as armour crafting for later on in the game when you start needing proper, heavier armour. Picks can be useful for different things. You know, if you just read through the description, it'll tell you. So anyway, we shall conclude this quick look here. I say quick look, it's probably about an hour's worth of video, but I shall use video editing to make it a little bit more easygoing. Anyway, thanks for your time. As ever, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you're alive. No. Oh, that's a zombie. Just make sure it's not one of the sort of super. Actually, was it? That might have been a snake. Yes. There's now snakes in game. Which is why I'm quite surprised we've seen so many animals around. Because now you also have wolves and snakes which come out of the animal pool. I'm going to see that this time of night. Anyway, yes, I was finishing the video, wasn't I? Yes, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and you're alive. I'll see you all next time. Bye now.